Hello and welcome back to History on the Hoof. Today we're continuing down the Colden Valley above Hebden Bridge to have a look at the ruined mills of a once busy industrial landscape. The first feature we come to are the Slater dams, immediately adjacent to Bob Mill, which we talked about in the last episode, still complete with their sluice gates and walls and clever alterations to the stream bed to take water power to higher and lower Lumb mills just down the valley. At the end of the Goyt from Slater dams is Lower Slater Mill, or better known as Higher Lumb Mill, which is the later of a pair of mills, Higher and Lower, built around the turn of the 19th century by Gamaliel Sutcliffe, an enterprising and very successful worsted manufacturer who lived at Stoneshay Gate behind Popple's Common on the Widdop Road. He came to own Bob Mill and in 1802 built the road above the valley to Jack Bridge, once known as Gamaliel Lane, to link his mills to the Todmorden and Hebden Bridge Turnpike Road. He also built Lumb Bank, a house above his mills, which was to be purchased by Ted Hughes, the Poet Laureate, in 1969 and become a residential writing centre in 1975. Perhaps more importantly, depending on your point of view, it was the first home of my grandparents in 1929 after their marriage at Heptonstall Church. But back to the mills. The first record of Lower Lumb Mill was in 1802, and a few years later Gamaliel was running the mills in partnership with his sons Richard, Thomas and William. With these mills, Gamaliel introduced cotton spinning into the family business. An interesting little aside, a notice was printed in the Leeds Mercury on the 6th of May 1815, and it reads, "Betty, wife of James Greenwood of Lumb Mill, did absent herself from home without any just cause whatsoever. I give this public notice that I will not be accountable for any debt which my said wife Betty Greenwood may hereafter contract." I wonder if she ever came back. Returning to Gamaliel, in 1837 he leased the mills to his two sons but died in 1840, and 2 years later the partnership between the sons was dissolved. Higher Lumb Mill closed in 1876 and Lower Mill ran until around 1907. In 1894 the outbuildings included a warehouse, cottages, blacksmith shop and lumber rooms, also a bowling green and clubhouse. It's recorded that much of the stone used to build the upper mill was taken for construction work in Norfolk. More recently, the site of the lower mill has been transformed into a very interesting house. It's great to see the chimney, goyt and old dam being used and conserved so happily in the 21st century. In future episodes, we'll take a look at the mills and industrial sites higher up the Colden Valley and on the edge of the moor at Knowdale. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of History on the Hoof and look forward to talking to you again soon. If you liked it, please subscribe.